Today again we continue the properties of parallelogram. In this figure of parallelogram ABCD, one diagonal AC is given. Now we will study some property of the parallelogram related to the diagonal and the angle. So in class 7 you have already studied about the properties of the parallel lines. Suppose that two parallel lines are given and these two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal. Then pair of alternate angles become equal to each other. When these two lines are parallel to each other and these two are intersected by a transversal at distinct points, then you have some pair of angles here, like corresponding angles, alternate angles, consecutive interior angles. So look at the alternate angles, means the alternate interior angles. This angle is equal to this angle. These two angles are equal by the alternate angle, alternate interior angle. Similarly, this angle will be equal to this angle. So this is the property of alternate angles. The same property we are going to study in the case of parallelogram. Just look here. Here also we have in the parallelogram two pairs of parallel lines. Yes, AB is parallel to BC, and when AB is parallel to BC and AC works as a transversal. AC जो है ट्रांसवर्सल का काम कर रहा है यहाँ पर इन दोनों पैरेलल लाइंस के लिए. ये ट्रांसवर्सल AC AB तथा CD को A तथा C बिंदुओं पर इंटरसेक्ट कर रहा है. So by we have some pair of alternate angles. So with AB and DC, this line is this transversal AC makes some angle, this angle, and this one. For the convenience, we put the name of the angle as angle 1, angle 2, angle 3 and angle 4. So by the property of parallel lines and the transversal, we find that when this transversal AC intersect AB and BC simultaneously at distinct point, then the angle 1 will be equal to the angle 3. So we put the same notation. Angle 1 is equal to angle 3. For this case AB is parallel to DC and AC cuts them at distinct point, then angle 1 is equal to angle 3 by alternate angles. Similarly, ध्यान देना है स्टूडेंट, AB और DC को ये ट्रांसवर्सल जब कट कर रहा है तो ध्यान देना है कि हम एंगल 2 और 4 यहाँ यूज नहीं करेंगे. क्यों? क्योंकि हमने पैरेलल लाइंस AB और DC लिया है, तो AB ट्रांसवर्सल के साथ ये एंगल बना रहा है, मीन्स एंगल 1 बना रहा है, और DC ट्रांसवर्सल के साथ एंगल 3 बना रहा है. ध्यान रहे ये एंगल 4 जो है BC लाइन और ट्रांसवर्सल के बीच बन रहा है, इसलिए हमने ये एंगल नहीं लिया. उसी प्रकार से ये एंगल 2 भी AB नहीं बना रहा है, बल्कि AB और ये ट्रांसवर्सल लाइन बना रहा है. तो एंगल्स चूज करते समय हमें ये ध्यान देना है कि हम जो पैरेलल लाइंस ले रहे हैं और जो ट्रांसवर्सल ले रहे हैं उन्हीं के बीच वो एंगल फॉर्म होना चाहिए. मीन्स AB और ट्रांसवर्सल के बीच एंगल 1 बन रहा है और BC और ट्रांसवर्सल के बीच एंगल 3 बन रहा है. सो बाय एंगल 1 is equal to angle 3. Similarly, when we take AD is parallel to BC and again when we take AC as a transversal, then you can find that angle 2 will be equal to angle 4. Angle 2 is equal to angle 4 by the alternate angles. So these two pair of angles we can make equal with one of the diagonal. Similarly, when we join another diagonal, then again we have the some cases here. So when we join the diagonal BD, then we have some angles again. Put the name 5, 6, 7 and then 8. So again you can find that when we take the another diagonal here, we take the diagonal BD here. So again we take the same case when AB is parallel to DC, when AB is parallel to DC and BD works as the transversal. जब BD हम ट्रांसवर्सल के रूप में लेंगे तब यहाँ पर हमारा दूसरा पेयर तैयार हो जाएगा. AB और ट्रांसवर्सल के बीच एंगल 8 बन रहा है और DC और ट्रांसवर्सल के बीच एंगल 6 बन रहा है. That means angle 8 is equal to angle 6 by alternate interior angles. Similarly, for this case, when we take AD is parallel to BC and BD intersect them, then in that case AD और ट्रांसवर्सल के बीच एंगल 5 बन रहा है और यहाँ पर BC और ट्रांसवर्सल के बीच एंगल 7 बन रहा है. So by we can make angle 5 is equal to angle 7. Angle 5 is equal to angle 7. So this is one of the property and it is an important property. Now we are going to look at some question based on this property. Now look at this question. In this figure, some angles are measure of some angles are given and some are written in terms of variable, means in terms of unknown angles. X, Y and Z are unknown angles here, means जिनके बारे में जानकारी हमें नहीं है और known angles के रूप में 40 डिग्री और and 112 डिग्री हमारे पास है. So how we can find out the value of X, Y and Z, means the previous property we have learned. So first of all look here, which angle quickly you can find out here. 112 and angle Y, both are opposite angles for the parallelogram. So Y become 112 degree. Now look at this triangle here, the triangle SPQ. In this triangle we know that the sum of all the three angles of a triangle, sum of all three angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. So we can calculate angle X, and when we calculate angle X, then with the help of X we can calculate Z, because X equal to Z by the alternate angles in the parallelogram. So first of all, in parallelogram PQRS, in parallelogram PQRS, angle P is equal to angle R by opposite angles. Opposite angles. So this implies angle P is named as Y and angle R is measured as 112 degree. So the value of Y we find out. Now look at the triangle. In triangle PSQ means the upper triangle, the sum of three angles. The first angle we take and named as YP, P plus, चूंकि P यहाँ पर सिंगल एंगल बन रहा है इसलिए हमने सिंगल लेटर से नाम लिखा है. चाहे तो स्टूडेंट 3 लेटर का यूज कर सकते हैं, लेकिन यहाँ इस एंगल को लिखने के लिए हम 3 लेटर का यूज करेंगे क्योंकि एंगल S पॉइंट पर जो एंगल बन रहा है वो दो भागों में बटा हुआ है. तो S लिखेंगे तो हमें पता नहीं चलेगा कि हम 40 डिग्री के बारे में लिख रहे हैं या Z के बारे में, लेकिन चूंकि ट्राइंगल का नाम है तो S का मतलब 40 डिग्री ही होना चाहिए. फिर भी हम यहाँ पूरा नाम लिखेंगे. तो 40 डिग्री को हम क्या पढ़ेंगे, PSQ, एंगल PSQ plus what the name for this angle X we can put SQP, angle SQP is equal to 180 degree by angle sum property of a triangle. Now put the value. This is y plus PSQ is measured as 40 and SQP is named as x 180. Now put the value of y here. It is 112 degree plus 40 degree plus x is equal to 180 degree. Now add them and send to the other side. 180 degree minus 2 pi 152 degree. So now subtract them. So what we get? 28 degree. So the value of x is we have found at 28 degree. Now we want to calculate the angle Z. Since angle Z is equal to angle x by alternate angles. So this implies Z is equal to x. We have found out at 28 degree. So this is the measurement of Z and this is the value of x. तो इस तरह से हमने x, y, z तीनों प्राप्त